So, as I said in the last video, anhedonia is the inability to experience pleasure in things that would have normally caused you to experience pleasure in the past. Very simple. And so, upon cursory research that I should have done before making the last video, I found that there are different types of anhedonia, like not applying to, different arenas of your life, like, social and sexual and all that stuff, but I guess in the magnitude slash, I don't know, I'll get into it. Okay, so you have consumatory anhedonia. Consumatory anhedonia has to do with a lack of pleasure in doing the thing itself. So, for me personally, I used to find like massive amounts of pleasure in cooking, in drawing, in writing poetry, and writing in general, in reading, and watching just random shows, and video games, just a lot of stuff. In social interactions, in acting, yeah, a lot of things. And while I'm doing those things now, I just don't feel pleasure. They don't bring me pleasure like they used to. And that's consumatory. So while the thing is going on, I do not feel pleasure. I'm just like, eh. And the other type of anhedonia is motivational anhedonia. And that has more to do with, mustering the motivation to do said thing that may or may not give you pleasure. So you could be a person that derives pleasure from doing XYZ, and you don't have the motivation to do it, so you never even get to, the pleasure part of that activity. So yeah, the difference between consumatory and motivational anhedonia is one is a lack of pleasure in doing the thing, while the other is the lack of motivation to do the thing. Good? Good. As I said, anhedonia is a hallmark sign of depression, but it is like really, really like important to schizoid personality disorder. It's like essential. It's like an essential part of schizoid personality disorder is a lack of pleasure in multiple things. And schizoid isn't really diagnosed when you're young so much, like below 18. Yeah, it's not really diagnosed that early. And so you will find that you experience pleasure before and later on you don't. And I mean, that's just how it kind of goes, unfortunately. So there are different arenas of your life where you will experience a lack of pleasure. And so there is sexual. Sexual is definitely a part of schizoid personality disorder. For me personally, sex is yeah. I mean, I already talked about it in the last video. I don't so much dislike sex. I like the idea of sex, but I don't like having it. And sexual anhedonia is kind of strange, just because, I mean, social anhedonia is well, it's not strange like the thing itself, but it's strange to experience just because, we live in a society where premiums are heavily placed on sexual gratification and social interaction and, emotional connectivity. And, I don't know, it's just such a humongous premium put on sex. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's something wrong with you if you do not enjoy sex, because sex, honestly, is the best fucking thing ever. So, fuck you. Like, I just can't. I just can't. I don't even know how else to explain it. But yeah, it's difficult to come to grips with not experiencing pleasure in places where it is assumed that you do. And it sucks. Yeah. Social anhedonia is kind of weird, just like sexual is, just because that premium again. It's good to be social. It is preferred. It is the best. You should love being around your family. You should love having friends. You should accumulate as many friends as you possibly can, because friends are super awesome and cool and great. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, because I don't feel those connections, and so it's difficult to talk about something that I am not capable of doing. Like, I can be envious, I can see it and be like, oh fuck, I wish I had that, but I can't. And it's been so long since I've like actually experienced it that I don't even know. I don't even have like a frame of reference for it, to be honest. Fuck. So, interacting with your family, interacting with your friends, interacting with your colleagues, interacting with acquaintances, it's just, it doesn't bring you the pleasure that it used to. And that is something that is absolutely okay. Despite what people tell you, it is fine. You are okay. It's okay not to make deep social connections with people. You just need to find something in your life that gives you purpose. It's a-okay. I think it's important to, I don't know, address that some of these things that you enjoyed before and now no longer enjoy, you might not ever enjoy them ever again. And so, reconciling yourself with the fact that you might not enjoy flying kites anymore. You might not enjoy building those tiny boats inside bottles anymore. That's just something that you don't like anymore, and it's okay. So, I mean, it's better to reconcile yourself with it rather than be frustrated and upset about it, because what does that do outside of stress you the fuck out? So yeah, I would say it's really important to go ahead and let it go, because sometimes it doesn't come back. But yeah, I talked about consummatory, I talked about motivational, I talked about social, sexual, and then just, I guess, recreational, like with your hobbies and stuff. So yeah, I think I outlined pretty much everything I wanted to outline in this video, so I will see you guys later.